Yes, thank you. And thank you, Abdulai and Jethro, for being here today. It's very special to both of you. I loved the book. I read it in one afternoon. I found it totally riveting and moving. I was curious, the question for both of you, how collaborative of a translation process was this? Like Jethro, how much were you corresponding with Abdulai about the peculiarities of the Portuguese? How much were you doing research on your own? How much of a back and forth was there?
Yeah, Abdullah, maybe I'll start. As I said before, I mean, I usually like, in any translation, I like to collaborate, I like to ask questions, be they practical or, you know, to get a bit more of a feel for the mood or what the aim was. But specifically in this case, as I said, by chance, suddenly I'd read the book and almost the next day I'd met Abdulai. So right from the beginning, there was a collaboration, if you like. Then, I mean, Abdulai was very patient with me, answering my questions, which, you know, any translator here knows you try and strike a balance between not annoying them and making sure you're covering your bases. So I was checking my emails today. I sent 4 or 5 documents of dúvidas to Abdulai, which he then replied back and forth. And then there were a few odd bits and pieces along the way. The first question I asked him, I could see, was about the word praça, which not everyone here is a Portuguese speaker, but a lot of people will be. So obviously that means square. But the way he was using it, I could tell it was slightly different. And in Guinea-Bissau, or at least therefore taken from the Creole of Guinea-Bissau, it more means city or town. Or so I was looking at it and thinking, oh yeah, good first question. But that probably wasn't by chance. I mean, I think I quite often try to make the first question that I give a writer a good one, because you need to earn their trust and respect and make sure they think, okay, yeah, I'm working with a translator here who's on the ball and he's spotting things, he's asking the right questions. So I think I began with questions like that, and then as Abdulai was responding, and I was realizing that the Portuguese was slightly different, not incorrect, but some of the rhythms and structures. And so I started asking about whether that was deliberate, and the more and more we got into that, the word, whether they be a word like praça or the structure of a sentence, I realized we were dealing with a lot of echoes of Creole. And then looking at my questions today, I saw almost 70% of them are answered by Abdulai going an echo of Creole or as per the Creole, and so on.